there, welcome back. So in today's video we want to showcase this UV resin light by Resiners. It's brilliant. They very kindly sent it to us free of charge to, you know, get our opinion, see what we thought, do a video. So we're going to do this unboxing video and just show you some of its features there, and also see how we get on with making a little project. So into the box we go. We've got the user manual. Make sure you do read through the instructions in the user manual. And then this is everything that's in it. Now this is a Resiners warranty card, which I believe is valid even for 12 months. Also, we have the charging cable lead. It's a USB charger. So lovely and handy. Handy dandy, as they say. We've also got this. Now this, I was reliably informed by Wayne, is one of the, it's got a command strip on the back, and it's if you want to hang something on, if you want to stick it down to your surface permanently, or put it on a wall maybe to hang it up. Now within the bag itself we have the piece of equipment. Got some little holes in there for hooks. And so if I get back the little piece there with the command strip on the back, put it in the right way round, Laura, it hangs up like that. So you can take it on and off the wall. So, you know, if you're short of space, it's great to be able to store it on the wall instead, all nice and tidy. Also got 4 of these lovely little protector feet on the bottom for your surface. Just makes it a lot more easier to place down and manoeuvre around. So, gonna open it up. It's in the shape of a Z. Now I expect you've probably seen this already on the internet. Other people are using it as well and have commented, but we thought we'd have a look for ourselves. Now this opens out, and there we go, opens out quite a long way. So if you're making different projects, different size molds maybe, or detail within molds that you want to do with UV resin, and they're a decent size, that you can't put them really close together, you can spread open those 2 sections of the lamp and cure them. So I've opened it out even further. You've got the middle bit of this Z-shaped lamp, and then you've got the base, and that's the on-off button. There we go. Look at that. I mean, it's very tactile. Love the colour. Very fond of green at the moment though in my house, and yeah, it looks pretty straightforward to use. There's the lamps, warning, there's going to be a shot of lamps coming up. Those are all the lights. They are quite high powered. The only thing I would say is it's obviously not on both the base and the top part of the light, so you know, you do need to remember to cure on one side, turn it over, cure it on the other, repeat those steps. So here's the little project we're going to do, involve using this particular piece of equipment. Also need, of course, some UV resin and a mould. So you can try this using any UV resin of the brand of your choice. We've got this, I've got J Diction for this one, but we've also been using Let's Resin recently, and they're great. That's also a lovely UV resin. So straight in we go. Gonna partially fill the mould, this little cavity. Now this is a pendant mould with some of the UV resin. Just gonna help it get to the outside surface of the mould there, and then go in with a little flame torch, long neck flame torch, just to get rid of those bubbles, those little pesky bubbles. Obviously just apply the heat, don't apply the flame direct to the resin. Gonna add in that lovely little yellow flower, and also some glitter. Now I did try and do this like this, then realized, no Laura, maybe you do want to put it in like this. Yeah, so put it in face down. Don't do as I've done before, put it in the wrong way up, which is why it was slightly covered in resin when I showed it to you. And then just use this rather dinky little spoon to sprinkle in some lovely orange glitter, and over we go with the resin light, with the UV light, just for a little while. And there's another shot. Look at what it's, I love the way it illuminates that glitter. Look at that. So nice and cured. Looking really good. Very, very pleased with this. thought I'd try some chameleon powder. Now, I don't know what I was thinking, but you know, I thought, why not? This is a green gold effect. Apologies for the overexposure in the top right hand corner of this film. Yeah, camera playing up, lots of natural light currently coming in through the windows, and also trying to deal with camera lights as well. But you get the gist of this. Just applying the chameleon powder. I turn it over onto a piece of kitchen towel. Give it a tap. Now this looks quite violent. It's not. It's a gentle tap, I promise, because obviously you don't want the UV resin that's cured to break the seal with the mould. So that's what we've got. I dusted it out a bit more and then thought, let's just throw everything at this. Let's try the acrylic paint markers. These are also by Let's Resin. They are great markers. Loved this orange colour. But what I should have done is applied a very thin layer of UV resin before putting it on, because I did disturb the mica powder, or sorry, not the mica powder, the chameleon powder. But never mind, we learn with hindsight, and we remember to do things correctly. Poured in another thin layer of resin, helped it out to the edges again, and then cured it with a UV resin light. Light was so handy because it goes in very, very low. Very low. I mean, you know, an ant wouldn't be able to limbo underneath that. But there it is, nicely cured. There we are, a bit of a sneak preview from the other side. Thought, oh, I'm on a roll. Let's try another little thing here. And we've got mylar papers. So I thought I'd try and incorporate some of those. Now the mylar papers are left over from the Let's Resin UV resin and epoxy resin kits that we had. Just applying these. Now these were supposed to be, I think they were supposed to be orange, not pink. But they look pink, but then they also look green, and then they also look silver, and then they also look a little bit blue in certain lights. They are, let's just say, holographic mylar paper. Now, I don't know the chemical composition for mylar paper. I think it's very similar to the sort of things that you see in florist shops, where they create that lovely bouquet, then they wrap it in that's like very thin, like cellophane type of paper even. It's a similar sort of texture and feel and thickness to that, but obviously this has got a bit of colour. Now that was supposed to be yellow, but again in these lights it looks green. Pale green, lime green, acid yellow green maybe. So I'm just putting some of that in, and then we're going in with what's supposed to be like a silvery white at the bottom. So maybe a little bit of an ombre thing, you know, maybe very nice for festival jewellery, clubbing, if you do that. And then cured it under the lamp. But I do like that. We got a little bit of an ombre going. Bit of sunshine. Lots of sunshine happening over here in the UK at the moment. Going through another heat wave with no aircon. Just lots of fans going at full blast. But we're okay. We're surviving. We shouldn't complain about, you know, nice warm weather. We'll be complaining about rain and cold and snow soon. But there we go. Look at this shot. I love this. The way it's picking up all that lovely iridescence and colour changing from the mylar powder, and that was the first one, just giving that another blitz with this beautiful UV Resiners lamp. Now, yes, had to do a little bit of doming on the first pendant on the back of it, because it wasn't quite doing what it was supposed to do. So in this little plastic mixing cup, I've added some UV resin, some Let's Resin orange alcohol ink, and some of the yellow alcohol ink, and then just mixed it all really, really well till it was thoroughly mixed. Obviously, I don't normally mix that quickly, but I sped that bit up. And then here we go, back with the mould, and we're just going to pour it in. There we go. All over. Make sure it's thoroughly coated the whole of the surface of the back of that mould, and that looks a lot better, a lot better. Again, just went around the outside with this little miniature Q-tip just to make sure that there were no little bubbles trapped anywhere, and the resin was all up to the sides of the mould. Now this took a long time to cure. I ended up doing about 4 blasts underneath that lamp. Now Wayne's demoulding it, and I'll be honest with you, it's very rough around the edges, this one. We went to try and clean up the edges to find that the resin hadn't cured enough, so it ended up having to go back again underneath the lamp. This other one, this long rectangle shaped one with the mylar paper, is beautiful. Again, a little bit of cleaning up and required there, so Wayne's just carefully and gently going along the edge of that with a deburring tool. Now obviously you use what you feel comfortable using. It's just making sure there are no sharp, bumpy, rough edges, because if that puts next to your skin, or if you're giving it as a present, a gift to somebody, next to their skin, you don't want it to be sharp and uneven and rough and bumpy. If you joined us today, thank you for joining. Thanks for liking, sharing and subscribing. So here we are. This is the last few shots. That was the Resiners UV Resin Light. Absolutely brilliant. Gets a 9 out of 10 for us because it's not double-sided. If it was double-sided, it'd be getting the 10 out of 10. Brilliant that it's portable, no leads or anything getting in the way of your projects and so on. Great effects. Obviously the clear pendant worked a lot better than the one with this lovely little yellow flower in it. But you know, it was good to use it, and we'll never say no to a freebie. But if you like it, there'll be a link in the description box of where we've got all the products that we've used in today's video. Why not check out the Resiners UV Resin Lamp, and we will see you again in a few days' time for a different video. Might be using the lamp again, who knows. Thanks again everybody, take care, bye bye.